Boy, getting your camera to line up straight is really hard sometimes. Good morning, everyone. How's your Friday? It's October, but it sure don't feel like October. It's going to be almost 80 degrees here. High 70s, or about 80. So, happy fall. Okay. Let's give my computer just a second to get up and rolling. Say hi if you would like to. And I have some exciting stuff for you today. Now, I believe it was last Friday, I did some video classes. Oh, good. Here we are. All right, he's still crooked. Let's see. Oh, well. I guess I just can't get it very straight. My phone is in a holder, so it kind of makes it not straight. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. See if that helps. Okay. As always, thank you so much for shopping with me. Here's my website address, and if you have any questions, just put them down below or private message me if you'd like. Today I'm going to be showing you some really fun products I just got, and I also wanted to let you know that going forward, my videos have always been about sharing and they're free, but I want to focus on a little bit of how a product is technically supposed to be used and what I can do to twist it or make it go farther, if you will. Do more with it, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to be showing you is the stamp sets that I use today. This is the first one. This happens to be the stamp of the month for October. So if you want this, you can buy it outright. You can spend $50 and get it for $5. Or if you're a VIP, you can spend $50 and get it for free. Okay? Nice word set. Takes you through the holidays. And I'm going to be showing you some scary stuff with it today. No, it's not that scary, but I don't do it that often. So it's called stamp surgery. If you know what that is, give me a thumbs up if you've done it. This next one is the stamp of the month for November. Oh, I should probably tell you what the name is. This is Christmas Snowflakes Mandalas. And this one was Blessings of the First Noel. Okay? And you can see those in the mini catalog. Get that for you. This is our current mini catalog. And you can just, how long is this catalog good for? You go to the back page and turn one more. This is October, November, and December. So that's how you tell how many months that catalog is available. And this is October's. You cannot get it in November. You've got to get it in October. This is November's. You cannot get it in October. You got to wait till November 1st. Okay, enough said about that. Oops. All right. So stamp surgery. What is stamp surgery? Stamp surgery is when you take a stamp set and you cut it apart. Yes, you heard me right. If you're a beginner at stamp surgery, I would tell you to go with something like this that you can easily snip in between, okay? See right there, there's lots of room where right here wouldn't be too bad. That's pretty good room, but this one you're going to have to go. So I would start with something, this one would be fairly easy. Okay, so if you want to stack that, there's several ways you can do it. You can mask it off. You can stamp surgery it. I'm sure there's other ways too. So if you're a beginner, start with something that's relatively just a quick snip. Okay, so the one that I did was this one right here that says, "It's the most wonderful, exhausting time of the year, wishing you a," and then I cut right in between those. And be very careful when you first get your stamps. They're like really, like this I think is a new one I haven't used, they're really stuck. So you want to peel them, not with your nails, but with your fingers, and peel them all the way off. Don't peel a little bit and then pull them off. Peel all the way off, okay? So this one, since I've cut it, I'm going to take where I haven't cut it, and there again, gently pull it off. And now, hopefully, you can see where I had to cut, which was kind of a little bit tricky, okay? Because it was really close. It still came out, and this one you can see right there, had to go down. So one thing that I do is I snip, like if I wanted to snip off, well, that part wouldn't do because it's too close in there. Let me see. Let's find another one that will maybe work. So say, well, maybe none of those. Let's say this one. So if we're cutting this one, I would start in here, and then when I got to here, again, I'm going to peel it off gently. I would have it to where it's pulling, so I would just kind of gently pull it so that way I could go up and over and not hit either the dot or the N, okay, on the words. So take your time, go really slow, and make sure that you're cutting as straight as you can, okay? Alright, so you might say, well, what if I want it back together? Well, let me show you. Again, peel them off from the non-cut area gently. Find yourself a block that will fit. And I always line up my stamps anyway. I gotta sit down so I can see. Hold on. So I always line up my stamps, and then I line up this little grid that's for lining up words. I line it up with one of these lines, so that way I know that that is on there straight. Now the only thing I have to do is put my stamp back together. It fits right in, like so. There we go. Okay, and just to prove it to you, like I said, if it's just too much for you, don't do it. Just mask it off. But believe me, it really can take your stamps to the next level because it gives you more choices. Okay? And we're going to stamp that, and there you go. Just as good as it was before. Be careful when you wash it. You know, you should do that with anything that you're washing off. And then, like I said, peel it from where you didn't cut it, less stress on it, and put it back on your carrier sheet. Peel gently, and your stamps will last you a long time. Okay? Just like that. Alright, and that's Harbor that I'm using. So, there's my stamped image, and I wanted to show you something fabulous. Probably should show you, hold on, let's show you how I did this too. Let's go back to this one. I need that top part. And we need the Merry Christmas. And, hold on one sec. I've been using it so much that I have little pieces all over. You can't even see what it is. This is the masking tape that just kind of goes and goes and goes. It lasts for a really long time, but it's not very sticky. It doesn't rip your paper at all. I'm trying desperately to get down to what the number is. And there's two different versions. There's a 1-inch and a 4-inch. This is a Z4606 masking tape 1-inch. Okay? And I just have a couple pieces here for later. So I'll show you how to mask it off. Alright. Let's get this back on a block. Remember? Line it up. You'll have better luck. And then let's do this one in pine, just to show you another color. Hello, yellow out there. That got a little smushed, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to take the Merry Christmas and we're going to put a piece of tape. And like I said, I've used these a lot, so they're not quite as sticky as they normally would be if you use a new one. And I'm just going to mask off that part. It's nice because you can tuck it around and you can put it securely on your block. Make sure you get what you want. Squish that a little bit. And I'm going to ink that up. And then I'm going to take this off. So we're all nice and clean. And I'm going to stamp Mary. Wash that off. Now we're going to take another piece and put it over, oops, the Mary part. The block's a little wet. Okay. And then we're going to do Christmas. Christmas. And if you get a little bit of that, you can always just take your towel if you think it might transfer, if you're heavy-handed, and just wipe it off. I'm going to huff it. That's just putting my breath on it so it reactivates that ink. And we're just going to come down here and put in Christmas. And there you go. So now I've used that stamp a couple different ways. Yay! Alright. So, and the masking tape is in the core catalog, just so you know. Okay? Alright, so there's those two. Now I want to pull out a couple of cards that I did with this. No, actually I think I'm going to pull out the next product, which is this STARDUST Jelly Roll. My upline told me about these, and oh my gosh, you guys, run. Do not walk. You're going to want these. And I may have to order a second one because I love them so much. This is the first time using them. They come in a package like this. I just peeled off that inner so I had a place to put them. And the other thing that I did is on the back here, it says it's archival ink, and it's it says best on white coated papers. But my twist next week or whenever I visit these again is I'm gonna try it on some colored cardstock. Okay. All right. So that's that. Then I made myself a little cheat sheet, if you will. And the next time I also want to show you what colors work best with these from our color grouping of cardstocks and whatnot. And I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me pull my light in. But they're very shimmery. They're very glittery. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So the one that I liked with the paper and the inks that I used was this first one here, which is kind of this silver or gray. I'm not sure which it is, but I wanted to show you a couple ways of doing this. So the first way I use this is to put a dot in each corner. And if they start to not run, just put them on a piece of paper and do this, you know, and they'll start again. So I put 4 dots. And then I've always told you, you can use a ruler if you like. I move my arm, not the pen, and I just go straight and slow. And I know for me that if I go up, I have better control of keeping it about where I want it. And you got to give that just a second to dry. And that keeps it fairly straight. And these are personal, so, you know, that's just me. Okay, so that's the first thing you can do. And then you can also go and add some little dots. Let's see. So there's the first thing. Hold that up so you can hopefully see some of that. Again, I'll bring in my light so you can see some of that pretty. It's just so pretty. It just doesn't do it justice on the camera. Okay, so the first card that I did that with is this one. So I just drew a line on each side here, and then I did that exact same thing as I just showed you. Okay. Now this one, I did a little something different. So this is what I normally teach you guys. This is going to be, if you're willing to freehand it, this is a good way to fix any boo-boos you might have if your hand kind of goes wonky. Okay. So I'm going to, instead of start at the end, I'm going to start more inward, and I'm just going to run a double line. It's really quick. Watch again. Double line. Oops, I went a little far on that one. Double line. Double line. Isn't that cool? So double lines are fun. And let me show you this one. And it kind of even adds, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of adds even more shine because you got a couple of lines going on. Now the card that I did with that kind of one is this one. So you can see my double lines. They're not perfect, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be. And then I just went right up next to the cardstock and just used this texture paper as a barrier to put that line on instead of, you know, that far apart. I just went right up next to the edge and let that help me go straight. So that's another tip. That'll help you to go straight. And you could do a couple of lines till you get it as thick as you want. Okay, so there's card 1, card 2. And then I said, ooh, what could I do with these pretty pens with the stamp of the month that is November's, this pretty stamp set. So I took this one and I stamped it in black because you want something that's permanent, not going to bleed on you. And I colored it in. I'm going to show you this one first. So again, let's bring in the light. Can you see all that shine? It is so pretty. It is just so pretty. It just shines like crazy, okay? All I did was just color it in. And this is the other one I did, the full image, okay? And it's so iridescent. It reminds me of like peacock feathers, how they're iridescent. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So I thought I would show you on this one. I'll just color a little bit for you. Oh, and like I said, if you want these are Z4577, and they're considered Stardust Jelly Roll. Okay, there's 6 pens for $18.95. There is a metallic gem pen set that gives you even more colors. Let's see, how many is there? There's 10 pens for $25.95. Oh, here, I'll just show you. So here's the set that I got, and this is the next set I want. Look at all those pretty colors. It's just like a rainbow. Okay, so this is the Stardust, or I would say glitter, and this is the metallic. Okay, all right. So call me if you want those or anything else, and let's do a little bit of color. Okay, so I've got those 2 colors. What do I want to do these colors? Okay. Sorry. Getting up, sitting down, all that stuff. Okay. Let's do this. Let's take these 2 colors that I already did, and let's add a little bit of dots around them. Should we mix it up, or should we keep it the same? Should I put the pink and orange there and the green and blue here? Or should I vice versa? Nah, let's do this. So, we're just making little dots. Hopefully I didn't stick my arm in it. Let's do this so I don't stick my arm in it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It just, like I said, it really looks so much prettier in person. And here's the green. I like to cluster my little clusters up close to the artwork. There's the green, here's some blue, put that in there. Okay, so then to color them in, let's see, let's start this one like I did this one. So, try not to hit the rest of it till it dries. Make sure I'm on camera. Let's move those up a little bit. There we go. So I just started in the middle, and these are pretty glittery, so I would say don't get too close to, you know, don't go over the lines, the black lines, because you don't want it to fuzz all out, okay? Next one I did was blue, and this is really dark. Really pretty blue. Just going around. I'm not sure how much you want to see in color, but it's so much fun, you guys. If you like coloring at all, you're going to love these. Let's see, what did I do next? I did pink and pink. And you could put whatever color you wanted together. It would be, you know, you could do just one color if you wanted. I think that would be pretty too. Let's see. Oops, I turned it a little bit and got all which one was supposed to go. So anyway, I will finish this one up and I will do a bonus card. And show you. There's one more. Just so you get the idea. It's just super simple. Nothing to it. You'll be coloring everything before you know it. Oh, it's actually blue. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if I can cover up. I think that should have been blue right there. And then this should have been blue. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see. I don't think I'm going to worry about the pink and the orange on that one. Sorry, I'm probably not talking very loudly because I'm having so much fun coloring. I promise I'll stop after this one. I want you to tell me which is your favorite and if you like these pens. So now, since we're going to have, oops, see, mine started to stop. So just do that and it goes right back to working. I don't know, maybe a piece of glitter gets clogged in there or something. I want to make sure that I space out all of these colors. So let's add some green. So now they're mixing in with the other ones. And some blue. There. And you could just continue with that. That one is really juicy, so you really only need to dot it. It's kind of like our markers. If you leave them, they kind of bleed just a smidge. So there you are. Like I said, I'll take these two and do some more with them. And I can keep my little cheat sheet there. So 1 and 2, which is your favorite? Thank you for shopping. If you'd like to order these today, just give me a heads up. Call me quick. I want to order within a couple of hours from now. that's all I have for you. I will be doing, like I said, some other things with these in the future. So I wanted to let you know that through the core catalog, there's lots of products that go for the year. This is one of them. And so I will revisit them and show you different twists. So that way, if you buy them, I will be your technical support and show you different ways to use them with the different seasons of the year and the different products that we may come up with. So I'm here for you. That's all I have today. Bye-bye.